Some breaking news to bring you, as in the last 20 minutes or so we've been hearing about a rescue operation underway after a small boat carrying migrants ran into difficulties in the English Channel near Kent. That's from the Maritime and Coastguard Agency. It's understood people have died. Lifeboats, coastguard rescue teams and an air ambulance have been sent to help with the search. Let's find out more about this with our correspondent Simon Jones. Simon, what more can you tell us at this early stage?
Well, we've just had a statement from the Ministry of Defence. They, of course, oversee operations in the Channel. They say they are aware of an incident that has been ongoing during the course of this morning, and there is a coordinated response to this incident. What I'm hearing is that the Coast Guard were contacted just after 3 a.m. to report that a boat carrying migrants was sinking off the coast of Dungeness. Now, there was a huge response coordinated as a result of that call. Now, we know that 4 lifeboats have been sent to the area. The lifeboats from Dover, from Dungeness, from Ramsgate and Hastings. 2 Coast Guard helicopters from the UK have been sent, along with a helicopter from the French Navy, and also local fishing boats that were in the area have also joined in this search and rescue operation. So that gives you a sense of just how big the scale of this incident is. And sadly, what I'm hearing, this has yet not been confirmed by the authorities, but I'm hearing that a small number of people are feared to have lost their lives in this incident. And in many ways, hardly surprising given the conditions at sea. Although it was quite calm overnight, the temperatures outside were absolutely freezing. And obviously, if people go into the water, then the chances of them surviving for any length of time is fairly small. Now, I understand a number of survivors have been brought back to the shore at Dover. There's a huge amount of activity ongoing at Dover. Ambulances have been seen there, the air ambulance, the lifeboats coming back into shore. The local hospital was put on standby. I understand one of the Coast Guard helicopters actually winched down one of the Coast Guard team down to the sea onto this boat just to try and check people were okay. But sadly, what I'm hearing is that we are talking once again about fatalities in the Channel here.
Do we have any idea how many people in total were on this small boat, Simon?
Now, details are pretty sketchy at the moment, but what I'm hearing is perhaps between about 30 and 40 people. And that, in many ways, would tally with what we've been seeing over recent months. The boats have certainly been getting bigger and they've been packed with more and more people. So recently we've seen averages of maybe 40, 50 people on the boats that have been coming over. And even though we're now in winter, the crossings have continued. Just think back to the weekend, it was freezing, actually started snowing on Sunday night, but we even had crossings over at the weekend. Some 460 people made the journey between Friday and Sunday. Now, in those cases, fortunately, the boats were spotted, people were rescued and brought back to shore at Dover. So far this year, almost 45,000 people have made the journey. Now, the authorities in many ways say it's actually surprising we haven't seen more deaths in the Channel. Think back to November last year when at least 27 people lost their lives when a boat sank in French waters. But the authorities have certainly been fearing that we're going to be talking about a loss of life once again, and it certainly seems to be the case again this morning with that boat going down off the coast of Dungeness, and I understand a small number of people having lost their lives.
Simon, thank you very much. Simon Jones there. Simon going to the scene now to report further on that incident, and we'll bring you more details as we get them. We have a short statement from the Ministry of Defence saying we are aware of an incident in UK waters and all relevant agencies are supporting a coordinated response. Further details will be provided in due course, says the Ministry of Defence.